Committee will hold hearings on
in Tennessee. The country legend took center stage in the fundraiser called Smoky Mountains Rise. Dolly's goal was to give $1,000 to each family that lost a home in the fire that killed 14 people. Reba McEntire, Kenny Rogers, and Cyndi Lauper were part of the roster of performers. Dolly lives in Tennessee and will spend part of the holidays visiting neighbors hit hard by the fire.
It is sweet.
Yeah, we've been advertising this, and this is what we are watching. Even today, wind chills below zero. It looks as though they'll be below zero for the most part through tomorrow. And I think tomorrow morning is going to be the coldest period. Blustery conditions are going to continue, and a messy period here Friday, late afternoon, through a good portion of Saturday is the way this is looking. Right now, 1 in Plainfield, it's 4 in Hobart, 7 in Whiting, 6 at O'Hare. It is 9 degrees out at Midway, but that wind with that cranking up brings us down with most of our wind chills below zero this morning. Now, we will see some sun today, but the wind, it's going to counteract any feeling that there could be some warmth out there, Roz.
And we've got another Metro delay. Usually when we have inclement weather, we recommend public transportation, but when it gets this cold, we tend to see mechanical problems, and that's what's affecting the BNSF. This is train 1202, supposed to arrive downtown at 6, already running 15 to 20 minutes behind schedule because of mechanical problems. So keep that in mind. Some folks are going to be late today because of that. Not so much on the expressways right now. The crash we had outbound Kennedy at Division, that's been cleared, so everything moving smoothly. They're still working to clear the one inbound on the Stevenson at the Tri-State, so a little bit of a delay starting at County Line Road. And just to update that water main break on North Avenue near Route 83, it's all been taken care of, and they have reopened westbound North Avenue. Those were the ones that had the lane closures, but IDOT crews went through there. Everything is looking good. And we'll check traffic again in less than 10 minutes. Karen and Terrell.
All right, Ross, sounds good. 8 past the hour. So imagine the effect on traffic if cars could somehow, after another record. Maribel Abra live from the NASDAQ in New York this morning. Hey, Maribel.
Good morning, Terrell. Well, the Federal Reserve is expected to raise its key interest rate this afternoon. That's what we're watching for. It would be the first rate hike this year and just the second since 2006. The rate increase will be small, but if the Fed keeps raising rates, consumers will eventually see more interest on savings accounts. And over time, rate hikes will also push up mortgage rates. Rates have already jumped since the election, but at 4.1% are still low compared to a decade ago. Let's talk stocks. Investors not fazed by the prospect of higher rates so far. Stocks rose as the Dow closed at a record high for the 7th straight session, with the blue chips now within 100 points of that 20,000 level. The Dow was up 114 points. NASDAQ gained 51, and the S&P 500 added 14 points. Today in Tokyo, the Nikkei was up just 3 points, and right now it looks like futures are pointing to a mixed open. Apple's AirPods are now on sale after almost a 2-month delay. The wireless earbuds are being sold online now. They'll be available in Apple stores next week. The price, a little more time to make sure the product was ready. Optimism among small business owners has soared since the election. A reading on whether business owners think conditions will improve in the months ahead showed the sharp rise right after Donald Trump's White House win. The big jump comes on the belief that Trump and a Republican-controlled Congress will enact pro-growth policies. The gauge of small business owners comes from the National Federation of Independent Businesses. Safety regulators want cars to be able to talk to each other, proposed on all vehicles within about 5 years. It's part of a goal to eliminate roadway deaths within 30 years. Karen, Terrell, let's hope there's no road rage between the cars that we can hear. Vroom, vroom.
Right? No kidding. That would be a little scary.
I'm trying to figure out what it's like in the car now. You know, is there a voice that's screaming at you when something is about to happen,
Do you just
or what?
sit back and let the car do everything?
We'll see.
Thanks,
All right,
Maribel. It is 5:14 right now. Sometimes the holidays leave you with a pile of unwanted gifts.
Yeah, so how tough is it to return them? Consumer Reports has
This weather to sender because the cold is with us. We will see some sun today, but blustery conditions will prevail. We'll talk more about your forecast. That's coming up.
Way through Chicago. Stay with Eyewitness News and your first alert weather team. Get up-to-the-minute details on changing conditions with the most accurate radar. Live Doppler 7 Max. The coldest days. How to prepare. How long this deep freeze lasts. Plus our next chance for snow. Stay with ABC 7 Eyewitness News, your first alert in severe weather. ABCs are your hosts.
It's cold out there, Tracy.
But did you see the moon?
Yes. And I saw your picture you tweeted. It was very pretty as it was rising.
So pretty
Big
out
and
there.
bright.
I know, just shining our way to work today and just trying to find something.
Some silver lining.
Something happy to talk about. Yes. Not so happy news are the wind chills, the cold, and how long it's going to persist. So today, we're going to have wind chills a good chunk of today at 0 or below. But tonight, wind chills between 20 and 30 below. And because of that, at 9 o'clock this evening through 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, Weather Service is going to put us all under a wind chill advisory. And then tomorrow, a good portion of the day brings us wind chills between 10 and 20 below. It's 6 degrees right now at O'Hare. AccuWeather Real Feel is 8 below. We have a west-southwest wind at about 9 miles per hour. It's 3 degrees in Wonder Lake, 8 in Deerfield, 3 in Barrington, 2 in Elburn. It's 9 in Wilmington, 4 in Momence. It is 0 in Chesterton and 2 below the actual temperature in LaPorte, Indiana. 11 below is your wind chill out in St. Charles now. It is 10 below your wind chill in Rensselaer, 4 below your wind chill in Hampshire. But you can see this evening how these wind chills really do drop significantly below 0 and into tomorrow morning. When we wake up, get going tomorrow morning, you can see these wind chills will be anywhere between 20 and 30 below. So that's why, again, we will be under a wind chill advisory. Skies have been mainly clear, allowing us to see that gorgeous full moon in the sky. A little bit of a cloud deck coming into some of the northern suburbs right now, and that could produce maybe a flurry or two. But it is out along the Pacific coast and moving into portions of northern Utah that we are watching for this next system that is going to be bringing us this messy winter storm over the weekend. So by Friday morning, that main system is still well to our southwest, but snow will be developing north of it. By Friday evening, we are getting into that snow, and I think Friday evening is all snow for the Chicago area. And by midnight Friday evening, there certainly will be some accumulation. The outlier in this is just how far north this mix of precipitation does get. And by a mix with our cold ground surfaces, it is very likely that mix would include some freezing rain. So the way we're looking at this, snow begins late Friday afternoon. Saturday morning, there will be snow and freezing rain that will be possible. Any area that stays in the whole snow belt, more than 5 inches of snow. Any area, and that's mainly looking like the far southern suburbs at this point, that gets some of that ice mixing in, less than 5 inches of snow. And comparing the two models, now one model, the European model, still keeping some lower end snow totals with more of a mix involved, while the American model is producing nearly 9 inches of snow for many of us here by the time it's all done late Saturday. Mainly clear, blustery out there this morning, partly sunny, just a blustery cold day today. High temperatures in the teens, and those high temperatures tomorrow, single digits. Roz?
So we don't have any at this time that are blocking any lanes, but just to let you know, if you're going to be driving on any of the tollways, the Illinois Tollway has launched their Zero Weather Road Patrol, which means that the help trucks that are normally out there from 4 in the morning until 8 at night are going to be 24 hours, specifically looking for people who may be stranded, their cars have broken down on the roadway. So if that does happen, stay in your car, and the emergency number to call, star 999, and they will come to you. So important information. We can take a look outside at the Dan Ryan to the 15-minute travel time, base time from 95th to downtown. I think I'm going to give cold weather tips throughout the morning.
We like that.
Idea.
We'll
Yeah.
tune in for that
just
for
a
sure.
reminder.
Okay.
All right, thanks, Roz.
It is 5:21. Coming up, a popular medicine could help stave off Alzheimer's disease. New evidence coming up at 5:30.
And the holiday gift.
To be okay, thankfully. A holiday miracle for an Idaho man who lost his arm in a sawmill accident.
Some high-tech designers teamed up to make him a rare tasks we all take for granted.
The technology is incredible.
Kidding. Wow.
Right?
Well, you probably spent a lot of time Googling things this year.
Yeah, this is new this morning. We're learning some of the top items searched throughout the year. In Chicago, right, need my Wally world.
5:26 now. A would-be robber chooses the wrong target. What happened when he approached a professional wrestler?
Now this morning, what you need to know is we have many spots with wind chills below 0 this morning, and it is going to be a blustery day ahead. We'll talk much more about that and your current conditions all coming up, Ross.
8094 at Grant Street, just the other side of I-65. And we've got decent driving conditions. Same thing on the Illinois side. We're not showing any problems out there. No big delays at the moment. And we can take a look at our South Tower camera.
Tonight on ABC.
Live lights up your morning.
Oh, come on!
With Michael Fassbender, co-host Richard Curtis, and Gavin DeGraw. Next live.
Today at 9 on ABC 7.
Preparing for this slowly all week, so let's get all the details from Tracy and the Weather Center about this.
We are watching, no joke. We have wind chills this morning below zero, and most likely, much of the time from now through tomorrow, we will have wind chills below zero. These blustery conditions are going to continue, and we're still looking at that messy period from Friday evening, especially right through the day on Saturday. Schaumburg, good morning at 6 degrees. Crown Point at 4 degrees. It is 11, though, in Cortland. 4 degrees right now in Manteno. And you look at the wind chills, many spots with wind chills below zero this morning. So today, we're looking for those highs to max out in the teens. There will be some sunshine, but boy, that wind is really going to counteract any warm feeling of the sun. Ross?
We have problems running about 15 minutes behind, and there's a couple stops.